All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this virtual open house. And we're going to get started here in just a few moments, give everyone an opportunity to get logged in. So bear with us. All right. Carrie, we're going to have to update your name because it shows you as Anna Moore right now.
Oh, yes, I do need to update that.
All right, again, we're going to get started in just a few moments. See some people logging in here. We have Brittany. Thanks for joining us, Brittany. We got David, Lisa. Thanks all. All right. All right, I'm glad we're using the chat feature here already. So might as well go ahead and chat about that here just a little bit. So we definitely encourage some engagement during these virtual open houses. You do have a chat feature that should be on the bottom of your screen, and feel free to ask questions as we go through this. And again, we really do appreciate your time and joining us here today. I'm gonna go and introduce myself. My name is Justin Keller. I'm a regional sales manager here for Adair Homes in the Puget Sound area. I'm also going to introduce not Anna, but Carrie. She is located in our Olympia branch. She is a homeownership counselor here that services the Olympia area, and she's going to be walking us through the St. Helens, a beautiful floor plan. And I think we're all logged in now, Carrie. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to you. Are you ready?
All right, I'm set. Thanks, Justin. All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. As Justin mentioned, my name is Carrie, not Anna, contrary to what my meeting says. And I am a home ownership counselor here at our branch in Olympia. And I'm going to be walking you through our St. Helens plan, as well as an open house or virtual open house for a St. Helens plan that was just recently completed. So right now I'm just on our website, adairhomes.com, where you can see the St. Helens plan, as well as all of our other floor plans that we have available. So first, I kind of want to go through a little bit more information about the St. Helens, show you some options that are available, and then we'll watch our video for our virtual open house and kind of take you through this one that was just recently built. So the St. Helens is a really nice single-story home. It's 2,711 square feet, has 4 bedrooms, and then 2.5 bathrooms. So the starting price in our branch here in Olympia, it's about $239 to $238,999, but that's going to vary a little bit, just kind of depending on your build area and the exterior that you choose. So kind of taking it down here to our floor plan. So you can see the St. Helens has a really nice open kind of great room, living room area. So your great room here, your dining, kitchen, all in one space. One thing that a lot of people really like about the St. Helens is that you have your kind of master, I like to call it the master wing over on this side of the house. And then on the opposite side, you have all of your secondary bedrooms, as well as this really large bonus room, which is a really big selling feature for a lot of people. A lot of different possibilities for what they can do with this bonus room. So really great floor plan, lots of space, just lots of functionality. And then the other thing I want to kind of take you through here is our interactive floor plan. So we have a lot of options built into our system that we can, add and remove really easily. They're pre-priced and pre-designed out by floor plan. We can do some custom things too, which I'll talk a little bit more about as we go into our video. But if you're kind of watching this floor plan here on my screen, you'll see some things that change in gray as we go along. And you'll see this interactive floor plan for not just a St. Helens, but for really any of our floor plans that you're looking at on our website. So these are just some really popular options. I'll just kind of take you through them pretty quickly here so you can see how that changes the home. So you can see the third garage bay, so we can very easily add a third bay onto the garage. where it says master bath here. If you kind of look at the master bathroom, this area where it's grayed out, our master bath upgrade is where we actually separate out the tub from the shower. So you get a walk-in shower here, and then you get a standalone soaking tub over here. So for people who like to enjoy their baths, that's a really popular option. The St. Helens, because of this large bonus room, does actually have a dual master suite option. So you can see how that kind of changes that particular room. So a really great option if you need a second master suite, need a mother-in-law suite, something like that. You get a walk-in closet here, as well as a full bathroom, all within this bonus room. There's also an enlarged master suite option, which takes the already large master bedroom and actually kind of expands it out that way to give you an enlarged master bedroom area. A really popular option that we do is our covered patios. So you can see here, this one is a 14 by 12 for this particular floor plan. And it's actually just a covered patio that we put right off the back of the house here out of your slider. We also have the availability of doing fireplaces. So you can see this is kind of the recommended area in the great room where we can add a fireplace. There's a sink at the master bathroom. That one you can actually kind of ignore because you do actually get 2 sinks standard now, which you'll see in our video that I'm going to show you. We can add doors in your garage. So if you want a convenient door to, take out your garbage or anything like that. A lot of people like to actually add a fireplace and some storage in this bonus room. So that's an option. Like I said, a lot of different things you can do with that bonus room. We can add utility sinks into your utility room. So if you want a sink in there to be able to, wring out clothes or clean things, that's another really popular option there. So this isn't all of the things that we can do on the floor plan. This is just kind of a sprinkling of some of the really popular options that we have built in that I kind of wanted to show you guys before we go into our video. So kind of going back to our main page over here, I want to talk a little bit more about exterior options. So we call these elevations, and on all of our floor plans, you'll see that there's a range of exterior options available. So for the St. Helens, we have the classic exterior, we have the traditions, we have our signature exterior, our craftsman. And one thing I actually wanted to point out on the craftsman is that you may notice in this rendering, the garage is actually on the side of the house rather than on the front of the house like it is on the other exteriors. So that is a no cost option that we have. The St. Helens, you can either do the front garage or you can choose to do the side garage. And you'll notice in our open house that we're going to go through, these clients opted to do the side garage. And then last, we have our farmhouse exterior. And this farmhouse exterior is actually what we're going to see for our open house. That's the exterior that these clients selected. So they did the side garage options and then the farmhouse option that you see here for the elevation. Each of these elevations have a different starting price that you'll see if you continue down the web page. Nothing changes at all in the interior. It's just strictly what the exterior of the home looks like. So just keep that in mind when you're looking through our website at our different floor plans. So next, I just kind of want to show you briefly the actual specific floor plan for this home that we're going to look at. So this is the layout. So as I mentioned earlier, they did this side garage here. You can also choose to have the garage on the left or the right, just kind of depending on preference and what works best with the property. They really didn't do any sort of custom changes on this home that I need to point out. So you'll see here, they have their big open great room, their island, everything is pretty typical. There is a slight kind of a layout difference when you do the side garage like this. So rather than have a separate utility room like you do in the front garage, which if we go back over here, you'll see that this one does. It has a mudroom over here and a separate utility room. This one actually has a walk-through utility room to the garage, and then your mudroom is back here. So it does change the layout slightly when you do the front garage versus the side. So just wanted to show you that that is what this particular floor plan that we're going to see has. And then another thing I wanted to call out just briefly that you'll see on the video is that on the farmhouse exterior, you typically have these kind of overhangs over your garage and over your window. And on this particular floor plan, these clients opted to not have those. So you'll notice that those look a little bit different than the rendering on our website. And that's why it's just a choice that these clients made to not have those put on the home. So that being said, I think we're going to go over to our video now. We'll go ahead and get that started. So here is the home that we're going to walk through. So you can see that farmhouse exterior that we were just looking at with the side garage. So all the siding, it's a board and batten siding, and it is still James Hardie. So we use James Hardie cement board siding on all of our homes. And this particular one also has the cedar posts here. The farmhouse has this kind of extended front porch area, which is a little bit different than some of the other exterior options available on this home. And I kind of want to take this opportunity to just kind of point out a couple things that Adair does versus what we don't do. So Adair is the home builder. We are going to be doing your footings, your foundation, and then building the home. There's a number of things that we consider site development that Adair is not doing as part of kind of our build process. So you'll notice on here, there is an area for kind of a front porch here. You have the extended front porch. So they're going to actually be doing a deck out on the front here, which you see is not done yet. And Adair, that is something that Adair wouldn't be doing. So you would just kind of choose to do that separately under site development. So just wanted to point out, in case you notice that this looks a little bit incomplete, that's why. They just haven't had their deck built yet. Alrighty, so let's just go in and do kind of the walk into the house there. So really nice piece of property they have, 4.5 acres. I just wanted to pause here really quick and kind of point out, you'll see these carpet pieces on the floor. So this was done just right after the painting had been finished. And so the homeowners requested to have these carpet pieces down just so that they didn't get any, paint or any sort of dirt or anything on their brand new carpet. So that's why that's there. So here you can see we're walking into the great room. A couple of things I wanted to point out just from this kind of overview here. One, you'll notice the vaulted ceiling. So that's an option that the homeowners choose to do. So you have this nice vaulted ceiling throughout the entire great room. Really makes the place feel bigger, more open. So really popular option that we do within a lot of our homes. I also wanted to point out here, you'll see that these registers are all on your ceiling. None of them are going to be in the floor, so you never have to worry about where you can't put your furniture because they're all going to be up above in your ceiling there. So kind of continue through the walkthrough here in the great room. This is an upgraded carpet that the homeowners selected. So it's just the coloring that they selected, the type of carpet. There are, of course, standard carpets you can choose from as well. Walking into kind of your kitchen dining room area here. This is a sheet vinyl flooring. So there are flooring options as well that we can do. So you can choose the sheet vinyl, which is standard. We also have luxury vinyl plank and laminate flooring that we can do. I'm going to pause here in the kitchen just to talk about a few things. So these homeowners opted for a shaker style white painted cabinet. So that's what you're going to see here in the kitchen as well as throughout the house. You'll see here they did this really nice farmhouse sink. Obviously, I have a little bit of a theme going on with the farmhouse elevation, farmhouse sink. And the appliances in this kitchen are standard. As you kind of go around here, you'll see these beautiful quartz countertops. So they decided to do quartz throughout the kitchen. And I just wanted to point out really quick here, you may notice that there's no backsplash in this kitchen. So that is actually another thing that the homeowners opted to leave out because they wanted to do it themselves. They have experience doing tile work and just really wanted to be able to do their own backsplash. So this option of leaving off the backsplash, as well as leaving off those eyebrows that I mentioned on the exterior, those are custom options that we can do. So anytime you're looking at our floor plans on our website, just know that you're not limited to just the things that you see there. If there are certain changes that you want to make, things you want to customize, you're welcome to do that with Adair. All right, so we circle back through the kitchen here so you can see kind of the view. Obviously one really big, great room area. You can be in the kitchen cooking and still talking to people. This door here on the right, that is actually a pantry that comes in this house. You can see the large windows here in the living area, let lots of light in. We do have a really popular option as well to do a 9-foot plate height, which gives you taller ceilings. So if you choose to do that, you get even larger windows. You get an extra foot of height on those. And right here, we're walking into that kind of master wing that I mentioned. You have a little linen closet here. And this is the master bedroom that we're walking into. It's a really large master. This one's about 17.5 feet by about 15.5 feet. So large room, nice big windows to let in lots of light and look out and see your view. And here we are going into the master bathroom. Another thing I just wanted to pause and point out, you'll see as we walk through the video, there's some areas that have little pieces of blue paint or blue tape on them. As I mentioned, this video was done right after painting was completed, and they have just a couple of touch-up spots that the painters were going to come back and do. So if you see little blue pieces of tape, just know that that's why. So here in the master bathroom, this is actually all standard. So this is an entirely standard master bathroom. You have your sheet vinyl flooring, you have your shower tub insert here. The cabinets are your white shaker painted cabinets. So when you do your cabinet upgrades, you actually get those throughout the house. It's a laminate countertop over here. Once again, all standard lighting. And I just wanted to pause this for a second. So you'll notice over here, there's kind of this open space where you had that window it showed when we were walking in. That is where the tub would go if you selected that master bath upgrade we were looking at earlier on the website. So you can see this homeowner chose not to do that. They just have the standard shower tub combo. But if you did choose that, over here, you would actually have a walk-in shower, and then you would have a separate soaking tub. And I know the video doesn't walk through there, but straight ahead through that door is your walk-in closet. All right, so as we go back out to the kind of more main area, you walk down over here on your right, you're gonna have your half bath. So this would be, a great option for guests to be able to use and just have this powder room kind of right off the great room area. Standard pedestal sink, standard lighting. And back here, so this is actually the mud room. So mud room, you have your standard kind of, like I said, vinyl flooring, your door to the exterior. So a really great area. So if you don't have to worry about getting your carpets, your flooring dirty as you're going inside and out of the house. So we're walking.
Carrie,
yeah.
Carrie, can we pause for just a moment? Just a couple of questions around upgrades here for you.
Yeah.
We'll hear from Susan as well as from Angela. So are hardwood floors an option for the kitchen? And yes, they definitely are. I'll let you talk about that, as well as just countertops too, as well as part of being able to upgrade the entire house with new countertops.
Yeah, sorry, Justin, what was that last part there?
Can we upgrade our countertops throughout the entire house?
Gotcha. Yeah, no, both great questions. And to answer them, yes. So yeah, hardwood flooring is an option in the kitchen. We don't do solid hardwood flooring, but we do have engineered hardwood that you can do. We have luxury vinyl plank. We also have laminate flooring. So we have lots of flooring options. In the kitchen, it's usually recommended to use something that is made kind of semi-water resistant. So we get a lot of people that like to do a luxury vinyl plank in there, which actually gives you the water resistant properties of vinyl, but it comes in plank, so it looks more like a wood flooring. But yes, you can do hardwood floors in the kitchen area. And then as far as the countertops and upgrading them throughout the house, absolutely. So we give you the option to really kind of customize things on an individual basis. So you may have noticed in this home, the homeowners, they did the upgraded quartz countertops in the kitchen, but not the bathrooms. That was just what they chose to do. So if you want to upgrade the entire countertops throughout the house, you can do that. If you want to do the kitchen and your master bath, but not the second bathroom, we can do that as well. So we really give you a lot of flexibility in what and where you upgrade. All right. Continue on here in our video. So now we're kind of going over to that other side of the house. And this would normally be the front bedroom. So bedroom number 4, I believe it is on the floor plan. In this case, the homeowners actually opted to do the den option. So you'll notice in here, there's no closet. That's one thing that you can choose to do. We just remove the closet and it becomes a den or an office rather than a bedroom. So if you're planning on using this as an office space or play space for the kids, something like that, we can have that closet taken out and it becomes a den rather than a 4th bedroom. You saw the nice big windows in there as well. This is your walk-through utility room. So through the other side of that door is the garage. You have your washer dryer, furnace would go there. And then we're going to come down this hallway here. So the next 2 rooms we're going to look at are your secondary bedrooms. You'll notice on here, the windows don't have trim on them. That was another thing the homeowners selected to opt not do. And here we are going into our second full bathroom. Once again, all standards in this bathroom. So you have vinyl flooring, you have laminate countertops, but another standard bathroom as well. And here we are going into our other secondary bedroom. Good sized rooms here in this floor plan. And then if we go to the back here, so this is that large bonus room. And like I mentioned, this is a really big selling point for a lot of people. You have these nice big windows back here. They let in a ton of light. And this bonus room really has a lot of possibilities. You know, you can, like I said, turn that to a media room. You can add storage. You can add a fireplace. You can turn it into a second master suite. So it's a really large room. It's about 21 by 15.5 feet. So really good sized room and lots of possibilities there. So it's a really popular feature that a lot of people like for this floor plan. And so here we are back out looking at the house. You can see that board and batten siding there. We have our lap siding here, your cedar posts, your large windows that you see throughout the house. Like I said, you'll notice here, you know, there's still some landscaping to be done. That's another thing that we've put in the category of site development that Adair wouldn't, you know, really be doing, but you would have somebody come do separately. So you can kind of, you know, get an idea of what Adair is taking care of versus what we don't do and would be done separately. So, and that looks like the kind of the end here of our floor plan.
Carrie, thanks so much for going through all that. It's very, very thorough. We have a couple of questions here that we can go ahead and get answered. And the first one here is a great question. It's just really what sets us apart from competitors here in the area. You know, what makes Adair special?
Yeah, no, it's a really great question. And what I always tell people first when they ask that is Adair has been doing this a really long time. So if you look at a lot of other builders, you'll notice they kind of started up in the 90s and kind of during that time. Adair has been building homes here locally in the Northwest for over 50 years. So long time we've been doing this, a lot of experience. You know, I'd say we really kind of have our process down and know what we're doing. And the way I see it, we probably are doing something right if we've been building homes in the area here for over 50 years. So it's a lot of experience. You know, I would also like to tell people, you know, we really truly let you customize the home. We want you to be happy. We want you to like the house. So we let you do different custom options, different things that you want to make and you want to change within the home. So we give you that flexibility, and I know that's not always the case. You know, I would also say that Adair, we're really focused on using quality standard features, but of doing what we can to keep our starting prices low and allowing more people to build, and then really just to choose the things that you care about and that matter to you. So we don't have you do an upgrade package where you have to, you know, choose A or B or C and kind of let you, you know, go with things that are required within that package. We really let you just do things kind of on your own basis and upgrade the things that are important to you. So, you know, I would say, like I said, length of time we've been doing this, a lot of experience, and really just a focus on quality and customer experience.
Yeah, that's all good, Carrie. That's great. And, you know, just to add to that, you know, Adair does have some really good relationships here in the industry, and we have a couple of, you know, just sister companies that work with Adair that helps us provide that value that Carrie is talking about. You know, there's Interpack Supply that supplies a lot of our interior finishes. There's also Pacific Crest, where, you know, we basically have our own cabinet company that provides our cabinets. So we're able to provide you really high quality products at a tremendous value. And that's one of the reasons that really sets us apart. We also have Alliance Financial Services, which is one of our financing companies, a sister company of Adair that we recommend. So really adding all that together with what Carrie mentioned as well, really does provide you that tremendous value that I'm sure all of our customers do cherish. Thanks, Carrie, for that. I have another question here for you. Got a couple of them lined up.
Yeah.
Is underfloor heating a possibility? Yeah, you want to touch on that just a little bit?
Yeah, so underfloor heating, the only thing that I have seen us do for underfloor heating would be in the bathroom. So we can do like underfloor heating, like under tile. So you can have like heated tile flooring in your bathroom. Outside of that, I don't believe there's any other underfloor heating that we can do, but it's not something we typically see done here in our area. But we can give you, nice warm heated tile flooring in the bathrooms, which I have had a few people do. So Justin, I'm not sure if you're aware of any other options, but I have not seen any personally.
Yep. No, that's you answered that perfectly accurate. A couple of pricing questions here for you, Carrie. The dual master suite, and I know this really depends on the floor plan, right? But as far as the dual master suite, you kind of have an idea or range of what that typically adds to a cost of a home?
Yeah, so on the floor plans, I don't typically want to go into too much specific pricing because it can vary so much by the floor plan and really by the area. So what I would recommend is get in touch with a homeownership counselor from your local branch, and they're really going to be the ones to be able to give you that specific pricing. If there's particular floor plans that you're interested in, they can kind of give you the options lists and the pricing for those. So without going into too much detail, I would just recommend reaching out to your local Adair branch and a homeownership counselor to get that pricing really just based on the floor plan and the area that you're in.
Okay. All right, we got a question here from Richard. And what's the best way to view the possible upgrades? And Richard, I'll go and answer this one here. Really the best way to view it would be to, well, there's really two ways. You can connect with a homeownership counselor virtually. We can have a Zoom meeting just like this one, and we have a virtual catalog that we can walk you through. But also, if you wouldn't mind visiting one of our branches, we're definitely open. Wearing masks, we're sanitizing like crazy, so we'd love to see you. But if you want to come into one of our branches, we have design centers in all of them, and that way you can see them and touch them and know exactly what those upgrades are. Okay. Here's a good question here from Susan. And the question is, do you subcontract or have a regular crew? Actually, the answer to that is really yes on both of those. Yes, so all of, so like your framers, your electricians, plumbers, all of those guys are separate from Adair, but they are what I would call regular crews. These are trades and contractors that we use on a regular basis. They're contracted through Adair, and just to make sure that they are doing the quality work that we demand as a home builder. Okay, thanks Susan for that question. Let's see here, got another one here. Lauren Lynn has a question about warranties. What kind of warranties do we get with these homes, Carrie?
So that's actually kind of a three-part process. So we provide a one-year warranty on the actual workmanship, so the workmanship of the home itself. Then you get a 10-year structural warranty. And then there are also a lot of components of the houses that have their own individual warranties through the manufacturers. So for example, your appliances, your furnace, your water heater, all of those things, your windows, they're separately warranted by the manufacturer that provided those. So like I said, kind of a three-part process, a 1 year, a 10-year, and then the individual warranties, which we provide a list of. So you have a really good idea of, what you have a warranty on individually and who that's through.
All right. I'm loving these questions. We're getting lots of them here. So we have one here from Amy asking if we're going to post this video online. Yes, we actually do upload all these videos to our YouTube channel. So you'll be able to view this one as well as all these other virtual open houses that we've been doing. There's tons of them on there. So yes, I encourage everyone to go there and check it out. Lots of helpful information. Thanks, Amy. Brittany here has a question about build area. And yes, we do build and swim, Port Angeles area. Beautiful, by the way. It's been a while since I've been up there. Probably should take a road trip. But yes, we definitely build in that area. We do have a Silverdale location. That would actually be the branch that would help you out. And their contact information is on our website. Okay. Let's see here. Carrie, can you help us out with the price of this house? How much was the home? Maybe going back to our website and showing the base house price for this, that might help out.
Absolutely. Let me go back to that here. So if we go back to our website, and I'll kind of show you guys what you can look for really for all of our floor plans. So first, you want to kind of look at your build area up here. So you want to make sure that you're actually looking in the build area where you would be building the home. And so if you go to where it says change build area, once it loads, you can select your state, and then it'll kind of zoom in there, and you would select the area that you're in. So I'm here in the South Puget Sound branch, so here in Olympia. So the starting price of this home is $238,999, and that would be for the classic exterior here. And then if you scroll down, and once again, this is true of all of our floor plans, you'll actually see a different starting price for each of the exteriors. So the farmhouse exterior on the St. Helens starts at $249,499. And once again, nothing changes about the inside. It's just what the exterior of the home looks like. So this particular home at a starting price of right around $250.
Perfect. Thanks, Carrie. I'll answer this one here from Susan. She says she really likes the plan, but she would like something a little bit larger overall. And yes, Susan, we definitely do that. We're a full custom builder, and we have lots of plans to choose from. So there's a couple ways that we can go about modifying it. You can choose an existing plan, and then we can bump out walls and large rooms, and we can do all that. Also, if you just have your own particular floor plan that you like, and you'd like to bring it to us and kind of get an idea of what it would cost to build that floor plan, we will do that as well. Okay. Carrie, I'm going to hand this one off to you. This is a really good question from Adam.
Yeah.
And it says, do you recommend Adair approving the land prior to purchasing to make sure it's okay? Maybe kind of give you an opportunity to talk about our property evaluation process and how that looks.
Yeah, absolutely. So there is definitely kind of a process in place prior to us ordering your home. And I always like to explain it to people. It's really a partnership between you as the homeowner and us as Adair. So part of that process are some things that you do, which would involve talking to your jurisdiction, which would either be the city or the county, to get information on any sort of building requirements or things that they would require in order for you to build on that land, because really they're kind of the ones that control that and are going to give you the best information. So that's part of it, is you kind of talking to them. And then another part of our process, once again, prior to even ordering your home, would be to do a site evaluation. And that's just a complimentary site visit that we do with one of our superintendents. So they would meet you at your property, and they're really there to look at things from a builder's perspective. So they're going to look at the property and look at what utilities are available. You could discuss the placement of the home with them. Maybe if they have any recommendations on, what direction to put it. They're going to look and make sure that there's access for our trucks to be able to get in and out, that they don't see any red flags on the property. They're also going to look at, is there any sort of slope that needs to be considered in the spot that you want to put the house, because then we have to, maybe account for additional foundation and things like that. So part of that, like I said, it's really a partnership between us doing our part with our site evaluation and looking at the property with one of our superintendents, and then you kind of doing your part and talking to the jurisdiction and finding out, any information that's needed from them.
Yeah, and Carrie, I know you spoke about this here a little bit already, but just to add to that, each one of our locations has a phenomenal relationship with several excavators in the area, and they have a lot of knowledge about site development. And so we'll get you in touch with the right people, and you can meet with them out at the site and really get a really good quality idea of what is necessary for your lot. And as Carrie was alluding to there, we want to make sure that your budget is all put together prior to us getting too far into the program, right? So you're going to know the price of the home. You're going to know the cost of your land. You may own land already, so that would make it easier. But if you do not, you're going to know the cost of your land. And then you're also going to know the cost of your site development. And we will, coach you and lead you through that process to make sure you get all those bids from those trades for how much it's going to cost to develop that land. So that way you can make a really good educated decision on how you're going to move forward. Okay. All right, let's see here. Got some more questions. I have to remember to check off the ones we've already answered, otherwise I'll get confused. All right, so we have a question here from Isabel in regards to window options as far as size. So Carrie, yeah, would you mind yeah, sharing what options we have for windows as far as like enlarging and maybe even something like floor to ceiling type stuff. So
Yeah, the answer is a lot. There's a lot of window options. So every floor plan has, a specific window size in every room per plan. So that's really just going to vary on the floor plan that you're looking at. It has a standard size that it comes with, but we can customize your window sizes just like we can anything else in the house, within the house. So, we do things all the time where people are trying to take advantage of views, where they're just trying to let in more light. So we can do specific window sizes, and we really have a whole, if you don't really know, we have a whole list of different sizes of windows that we can do, but we can do big pictured windows. I've seen windows that are nearly floor to ceiling where people are really trying to take in views. We can also do various things with your doors and windows surrounding doors to let in more light. So for example, rather than having a standard slider, you can do like a 4-panel door that has large window panels on either side of it, and the doors kind of open that way. We can do what are called, transoms, which are other, smaller windows that go above doors. So really, as long as it's okay from kind of an engineering standpoint and we're not compromising the structural integrity of the home, we can do just about anything that you'd like as far as window sizes go and getting you those custom sizes.
great, perfect. All right, I'm going to pause here for just a moment. We're going to get a few more questions in here, and if we don't get to your question today, so sorry. It's just we'd love to get to all of them. It's just a matter of time here. But if we do not get to your question, feel free to reach out to any of your branches. You can go online and find out where your closest branch is, and we can definitely get a hold of you that way. But Carrie, could you maybe just touch on if someone was wanting to go ahead and take the next step, like let's say they own property and they're like, okay, what's next? Or maybe they're just getting started in this. They don't own any property. They're frustrated. They can't find any existing homes out there. Like, gosh, what is this? We might as well just build, which is what most people are thinking right now. Yeah. What's the next step for them? What should they be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So regardless of your current situation, whether you're trying to find land, already own land, didn't even realize until today that building might be a good possibility for you, doesn't matter. Regardless of that, your next step is really to schedule an appointment with a homeownership counselor at your local branch, or I should say the branch for the build area that you're looking at. So you can do that by contacting our online team through our website. They can schedule an appointment for you. You can contact your local branch directly and schedule an appointment. But that's really going to be the best way to get information and really the next step, regardless of where you're at in the process. So the homeownership counselor, they're going to have the most information about, what is in your area. They're going to have realtor contacts for you if you need help finding land, if maybe that's a struggle, or you just don't have anybody to work with you on land. They're going to go into more depth about your process, about pricing for your area. They'll also be able to show you upgrade options within the home, and really just kind of based on what your particular situation is, you might have a little bit different step after that for what comes next. But regardless, I would definitely get in contact and schedule an appointment with a homeownership counselor.
Perfect. Okay. Carrie, I think we're going to kill two birds with one stone here. We have Angela that would like to see the back side of the house. Do you still have the video up by any chance?
Oh, I actually, let's see here. Let me go back to my video briefly. I don't believe there was any video from the back side of the house. Oh, there it goes. Well, there's one part of it. Here, let me go back a little bit.
Okay. All right. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to answer a question here for Carrie, asking about the lumber issues going on right now. And yeah, we're not, there hasn't been any delays with Adair in regards to lumber as of yet. We don't anticipate there being any delays. Hopefully that stays true. As far as cost is concerned, we've already adjusted some costs in regards to the cost of lumber skyrocketing. There has been some relatively good news in regards to that beginning to stable just a little bit. So we're definitely celebrating that. So the best way to answer your question, Carrie, is that as of right now, nothing's really changed. We're, build time and stuff like that are not increasing because of that. So hopefully it continues to stay that way. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have another question here about, do we build on Whidbey Island? Yes, we definitely do. Thanks for that question.
This is the only view of the back side of the home that we have. So this is actually the garage over here with the man door that they added going out, and this would be your bonus room. So unfortunately, I don't have one from the other side of the house, but you can see the back side from here.
Okay. All right, so we're going to get one more question in here, Carrie, and that is the septic or the sewer hookup part of what Adair does, or is that part of site development?
It's a great
so
question. Oh, sorry, Justin, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Oh. Yeah, so that would fall under site development. So really anything that's outside of the house itself, so utilities such as a sewer hookup or a septic system, any sort of excavation that's needed, even things like your driveway, landscaping, all of that stuff falls under the category of site development. So if you really kind of think of it as, Adair doing the footings and the foundation and building vertically. So we're doing the house itself. Anything that falls outside of the house, including things like utilities, like your septic and sewer, that would fall into the category of site development. So it gets accounted for in the budget. It is also something that can be included in the loan if you're doing a construction loan. It's just that Adair is personally not doing those.
Yep, perfect. Okay, I think that will do it. And just thanks again for everybody for joining us for this virtual open house. We're doing these regularly. And again, we are uploading these to our YouTube channel. So you'll be able to watch this all over again. Carrie and I talking about this house as many times as you want. So if you want to go back to the YouTube channel and check it out, you can. And there's other virtual open houses as well that has tons of great information. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that. And again, thanks again for your time today. Hope everyone has a fantastic Thanksgiving. Tons to be grateful for. And have a great night. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.